Good day everyone. So today I'm gonna discuss about the history of accounting in the Philippines. But before we start, let's define first what is accounting. Accounting is the process includes summarizing, analyzing, and reporting all of the business transaction. This is how you record your business, organize it, and able to understand each financial information. So as you can see in this illustration, do you have any idea who's in the picture? If you think it's Luca Pacioli, then yes, your guess is right. This man right there was Luca Pacioli, and he was considered as the father of accounting. He also wrote a book entitled Everything About Arithmetic, Geometry, and Proportion. And I just want to clarify something, no? Luca Pacioli was not really the one who originated the double entry system of bookkeeping. In fact, he just modernized its concept, okay? But anyway, let's proceed on how and when the accounting started in the Philippines. So on ad 980s, accounting with our trading partner, the Malays, Chinese, and Indian were simply as an exchange of cash or goods. And did you know that the system of accounting in the Philippines can be traced way back to our ancestor when they exchanged goods and services with the Chinese, Indian, and Malays people. Also, during this time, accounting was a simple matter of an exchanging cash, but eventually it was evolved into a more polished state when travelers from West started coming over here in the Philippines. In year 70s, when the British colonizer established the first accounting firm in our country. While on year 1890s, where Americans gently influenced the accounting practice. In the past history, we learned that when Americans arrived, they established businesses in the Philippines, which greatly influenced the Philippine accounting practices. Initially, on this year, business called pop up to have a pool of accountants for American businesses and subsidiaries. Later, schools like University of the Philippines, Jose Rizal College, Far Eastern University, and the De La Salle College started to offer their own accountancy program. In year 1923, the Accountancy Act of 1923 was passed and the first CPA certificate were issued. On this year, accounting was recognized by the Philippine government as a profession through the Board of Accountancy. This act authorized the issuance of the Certified Public Accountant certificate we must note today. On year 1929, the Philippines Institute of Certified Public Accountant was established. While on year 1967, the Accountancy Act of 1967 was passed. Under the legislation, only Filipinos and foreign from countries that extend same privilege to Philippines accountant that can become CPAs and work here in the Philippines. But it was changed on year 1975. The revised accountancy law of 1975 was passed. Under the revised accountancy law of 1975, Only registered Philippine CPAs are allowed to be partners in the accountancy firm in the country. It was changed again on year 2004 when the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004 replaced the revised accountancy law of 1975. To this day, this law is enforced, although there have been some amendments due to the changing of accounting practices here in the Philippines. Actually, guys, this is not just all. In fact, there are more events which has no particular date, but I choose to discuss this because it's considered as a highlight of the history of accounting in the Philippines. Anyway, before I forget, I just want to give some trivia fact about accounting. Did you know that the first Filipino who became the first certified public accountant was Vicente Fabela? Now you know. So, I think that's all. Thank you for listening and I hope you learned something about this video. So, goodbye.